They say one man's trash is another man's treasure. Well, at no place is that quote more apt than at a good old car boot sale. Well, we traipsed down on a Sunday morning at the crack of dawn just to rummage around someone's old toot in the middle of a cold field. Does it get any more in-girlish than that? So I thought to myself, let's go to my local car booty and show you the whats, whys and whens of this great bartering tradition of ours. So, without further ado, let's get going. Emerging at some point between the late 1970s and early 1980s, the exact birthplace of the Great British Car Boot Sale is somewhat foggy. No one really knows where it came from. Some say it draws inspiration from US garage sales, others say from the European flea markets. Your guess is as good as mine. They don't even work properly. Wherever the idea came from, a Catholic priest by the name of Harry Clark gets a lot of the credit for organising one of the very first in Stockport, way back in 1976, to raise funds for charity, prompting their explosion in popularity a bit later on in the 1980s. What started as an easy way to get rid of your clutter caught on as a nationwide pastime, fuelled by the thriftiness of post-war generations, along with the rise of consumer culture. Why do car boot sales fit so snugly into British culture? It's because they're more than just markets. They embody our love for community, for recycling, and for a cheeky bargain. Even if it is a rusty old chicken that doesn't bloody stand up properly. In rural areas especially, where villages might be miles apart, they bring people together in open fields or car parks and foster that classic British chit-chat over a nice juicy burger made of 100% horse meat. And don't forget the donut, sopping in fat. Oh yeah, just the way we like it, to be fair. It's just a bit like, oh, gargoyle, why not? On top of that, boot sales reflect our resourceful spirit, turning unwanted items into cash rather than going into waste or donate it to the charity shop or something. After all, why donate something to charity when you can profit off it yourself? Duh. Plus, in this age of online shopping, car boot sales offer that tactile, unpredictable joy. I mean, you never know if you're going to snag a vintage teapot or rare vinyl record. I just love the spontaneity of it. It's like storage hunters. Oh my giddy aunt. Talking of spontaneous finds, there aren't many places in the UK these days where paying £1 for something is seen as pushing the boat out. But car boot sales are one of them places. Because here, haggling is a form of art, really. And talking of art, hold on to your hats for this one, because this anecdote will blow your heads off. Just a few years ago, some lucky punter went down to Cornwall to a boot sale, saw a cute little jug they liked the look of, so they paid for it. They paid £1. Now, it was only when they went home, looked at the jug, and got it studied that they found it was none other than an 18th century King Dynasty jug that would go on to fetch a whopping £390,000 at auction. Imagine that. Now that is treasure. And talking of that, it makes you think there's a lot of truth to the saying, car boot sales are like a box of chocolates. You never know which one you're going to get. Okay, no one's, it's life is, but it still works, doesn't it? So. Here's a fun fact for you. Did you know that on average, sellers pocket around £110 per car boot sale? Not too bad, right? Although these days, punters are so tight that you're lucky to get more than 50p for something. So I don't want you to come crying to me looking for a £20 refund of your pitch fee after you do one and don't make a mint. So just make of that what you will. I'm not insuring your car boot sale. That's all right. What I will say though is that more and more people seem to be flocking to these events, and they're popping up all over the shop. Have you noticed? It's probably thanks in part to the old cost of living squeeze, and it's also very in right now to wear vintage, trendy, cool clothes, and a lot of 90s gems can be found at a car booty, so keep your eyes peeled, they are hoovered up fast. Not just that though, apparently nearly a quarter of Brits buy second-hand stuff monthly now, so I think we are living in the heyday of the car boot sale. Visit your local one before the heyday comes to an end, is my advice.
Yeah. Get your money out.
Have you ever been to a car boot sale? Or maybe you're from abroad and have something similar, like a market of some sort. It's not going to be as good as a British car boot sale, but do tell us about it. I'd love to know. And my most prized possession ever to be accumulated from a car booty is this. I got it a few years ago, the David Bowie Black Book, the finest artist ever to walk the earth. Fact. Great book, bargain as well. So again, if you've accumulated any prized possessions of your own at a boot sale, market, charity shop, anything like that, let us know in the comments. And until then, thank you very much, and I shall see you soon. Roll up, roll up. Anyone for a milkshake mix? £2. Come on. Any takers? No. How about, you're going to love this. Second-hand sleeping bag?